What's up, guys? Matt Fragger back again with another fragrance video, and it's my first video of this new year. We're now in 2025. I'm hoping to put out a lot more videos this year for you guys, share a lot of new fragrances. I know a lot of you out there probably have New Year's resolutions for the new year, and my New Year's resolution is to buy more fragrances because I'm a Goram lunatic and I really have a problem. So, but aside from that, one of those resolutions may be for some of you guys out there to find that special woman, to find a special girl, and maybe you end up asking somebody out and you're going on that first date. And I have some suggestions, a few suggestions of good fragrances to wear for the first date. Like, I don't think on a first date, now, I'm not currently dating. I am married. I've been married for 25 years. I've asked my wife for permission to get a girlfriend, and she doesn't seem to be on board with the idea. I mean, I don't get it. I'm trying to pick up some new hobbies besides just collecting and reviewing fragrances, but she's not on board, so it is what it is. But for you guys out there that are single, that are looking for a girlfriend, you go on that first date. You don't want to wear something on the first date that's like, maybe something with oud or a strong leather note or something overpowering that's going to hit her in the face, that's going to be really loud. You don't want something that's, I think that, in my opinion, you don't want to wear something that's real playful or sweet or adventurous in any way. And from what I've come to find out, of course, I'm 50 years old and I've been trying to figure out women my whole life. I'm not any closer than I was when I started. But one thing that I have kind of picked up over the years is that for the most part, I mean, in general, for the most part, not in every occasion, but for the most part, women want a guy, especially when you're on like a first date, making a first impression, that smells fresh and clean and well put together and nothing overpowering, nothing too, boisterous or outrageous or, obnoxious. So I have a few choices here that I want to share with you guys that I have in my collection that if I was to go on a date, right now in 2025, these are some ones that I would pick for that first date. And the first one that I want to talk about is going to be Woody Oud by Maison Alhambra. Um, these are all going to be, like easygoing fragrances, again, that are a little more on the subtle side. They're not big projectors, but when somebody gets in close, they're going to draw they're going to draw her in, and she's going to, when she gets close to you, she's really going to like what she finds. And this one I think would do that. This is a very like classy style of fragrance that the oud, even though it's an oud fragrance, it's not, it's a very easygoing, very wearable, very pleasing style of oud. And I feel personally, in my opinion, I feel like this would be one that is subtle enough to not be too much, but also sexy enough that when you're close and she's maybe really close to you and she kind of smells this coming off your neck. I think that this is one that's really sexy and it's got a seductive nature to it, but it's also got some kind of like brightness and freshness in the sillage that's really pleasant and kind of a crowd pleasing kind of fragrance, I feel. And yeah, I mean, out of the list of the three, this is probably the most kind of out of the subtle category. But at the same time, I feel like this fragrance is, easygoing enough that it would be great for a first date. And I think that this one would, really draw her in, and it's really, really seductive. So, Woody Oud by Maison Alhambra, I think that that one would be a great fragrance for a first date. Another one that I think would make a great first date fragrance is going to be Prada L'Homme, original Prada L'Homme. Now, this one again is it's fresh, it's clean, it's got a slight soapiness to it. There's a note of beautiful iris in here that's not too overpowering. It's not also not like a lipsticky kind of makeup bag iris necessarily. It's more of like a buttery kind of powdery style iris in here. And it's very classy, very sexy, especially up close. It's not one that's going to be overpowering or reach out and slap somebody. But when your girl gets in close to this one and smells it on you, it's going to be very captivating and alluring. And I feel like this one, in my opinion, would be a great first date fragrance because it's very unassuming and but at the same time, it's got a certain sexiness to it. So Prada L'Homme, I think this would be another great choice for a first date. And then the last one, and the one that I think would be the best choice, actually, and probably the one that if I had a date tomorrow night and I was deciding what fragrance I was going to wear, I think I would go this way. And that is Versace Dylan Blue. I mean, this one is just one of those fragrances that's very safe. Um, Again, it's clean. It's got a freshness to it. It's clean, but it also has like another side to it, especially in the deep dry down where there's some incense in here and there's some kind of like more rich kind of notes, but they don't come out too hard. And it's got like a sultry kind of sexiness to it that is really good, in close quarters, I think, and big compliment getter type of fragrance. And again, something that's not too obnoxious or overpowering. And on a first date, I think that this fragrance would actually work really, really well. And this is probably the one that I would suggest for a first date above anything else that I have in my collection. And but then again, Prada L'Homme or Woody Oud, both of those I think would be great too. Um, Maybe it's just kind of dependent on your mood or the setting, like what you're doing. Like there's a difference between maybe if you're going to go play putt putt golf or something like that, or if you're going to go to a restaurant. You know what I mean? Like depending on the situation or the mood, you may want to go one way or the other with these three. But I think all three of these choices would be really good fragrances for that first date, maybe even into the like second or third date even. And then as the relationship progresses, you can get a little more adventurous and wear some stuff that's a little more out there. And as the girl gets to know you and she gets to familiarized with the fact that you're somebody who likes to wear a variety of different fragrances, and maybe she's a little more open to something that's a little more adventurous from that point. But I just think like if it was me and I was out there dating right now, God forbid, if I was out there right now, I'm actually kind of glad that I'm not, to be honest. In this day and age, I kind of feel for you guys that are out there, on the hunt, let's say, right now. And like I said, no fragrance is gonna, in and of itself, is gonna, there's no panty dropper fragrances. Like, a lot of these content creators try to tell you fragrances that are gonna, get you laid. A fragrance isn't going to get you laid. You're going to get you laid. But a fragrance is definitely a part of the bigger picture. And especially in the beginning of a relationship, the beginning of dating somebody, you want to pick something a little more unassuming and subtle. And I think that these three right here would be really good choices for, a first date situation. So I just wanted to kind of like put that out there and give you guys, my opinion on what I think would be great fragrances to wear early in a relationship. Um, and I gotta say, good luck to any of you out there who are single, who are trying to find, a date, trying to find a relationship. Best of luck to you. Um, I'm glad better you than me, but yeah, going forward into 2025 here, I'm hoping to do a lot more videos and purchase a lot more fragrances than the past year. And hopefully, you guys continue to join me for reviews. Hopefully those of you who aren't subscribed to the channel will consider subscribing, and maybe I can get this channel to I'd like to get this channel to grow in 25 a little more even than where it is now. And I so appreciate those of you out there who are watching my reviews and who are following the channel. Can't say enough how much I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for joining me for another review video today. I'm the Mad Fragger, and I will see you next time.